Today, we're on a mission. Today, we're sending off a few postcards. And there's a reason. There's a reason I'm sending out these letters, and it all stems from my 30th birthday. So let me tell you a quick story. It's been a while since I used the gray backdrop. Fun. I think it looks pretty good. All right, story time. In the past 2 weeks, I've, 1, turned 30 years old. It is July 3rd, and tomorrow is my 30th birthday. Cheers. And 2, gone to New York City. More on the New York trip soon, like maybe a couple weeks from now we'll do another video and I'll be able to share all of that experience. But first things first, like, I'm 30 years old. Holy crap. Like, what? Like, okay, so I didn't know how I'd actually feel like turning 30. I had ideas, I had some like fears. But besides like my knees and my back kind of just like always hurting, I'm feeling really good, like really good. So I'll take that as a win for sure. Okay, so like turning 30 has brought a lot of introspection. I guess it's like with any birthday, this one feels weighty. I remember like when I turned 18 years old, and then I remember when I turned 25 years old, there was some weight behind them, and I really just kind of got in my own head and in my feelings. And now that I'm turning 30, I'm experiencing more or less the same thing. And I've been asking myself and reflecting on things like, who was I? Who am I today? And then like, who do I want to be? But the thing about introspection is that it only gets you so far. Sometimes we need to look outside of ourselves as well. And I can't get the words of my new friend like out of my head. And yes, I'm considering him a new friend. Van Neistat, the spirited man, wrote me a letter for my birthday. And it's all because, in his words, another spirited man, my best friend Keith, asked him to do it. So my best friend asked my new friend to write me a letter for my 30th birthday. And yes, Van Neistat is my new friend. The line that sticks out most to me in his letter isn't the fact that Keith still owed me a birthday present / steak dinner, or the line about why he chose a postcard from Paris. The line that has stuck with me is this. For me, that's Van speaking, my 30s came in like a party and went out like a bucket of cold water to the face. Before I go any further, I just want to make this point very clear. If there's anyone in your life that you love, that you consider family, that are deep best friends to you, do things for them. Celebrate them. Give them beautiful gifts. And most importantly, spend your time listening to them and being with them. These are things that you will never regret. That postcard is one of the greatest gifts I've ever received, and all it cost was generosity and open-mindedness. It cost no dollars, well, maybe the postage, but other than that, it was a great gift. Do those things for your friends, and you'll have friends for life. Now, back to the bucket of cold water on the face. My 20s were like a never-ending party, but instead of celebrating, I was escaping. There was a lot to avoid. Life decisions, parents' divorce, coming to terms with being adopted, making career decisions, getting married, and losing loved ones. This is all part of life, and life can be very overwhelming. So I partied, I avoided, and I hid. Don't get me wrong though, like that party can be really good at times. My 20s were filled with a lot of insanely high moments, things that I'll never forget for the rest of my life. I turned 30 on July 4th, 2021, and with it, I felt a new sense of myself. I felt more awake than I ever have in my entire life. Awake to who I was, awake to who I currently am, and awake to the possibilities of what could be. I know I put way too many stamps on here, but I'm just paranoid that they won't make it. I don't know, it's just a weird thing, you know, overcompensating for the lack of control that I have in the situation. But these are more than just like thank you cards for the birthday gifts or for whatever, and it's more than just sending a heartfelt message from New York City. It's funny because I actually had this idea about a month ago, and then I was met with something very similar as a gift for myself. Funny how things work out like that, you know? I'm dropping these letters off today to pay it forward, just like the spirited man before me who wrote a letter and the spirited man who asked him to do it. Thanks for celebrating with me. I feel a lot less lonely.
I reacted before it. You gotta close your eyes so you don't know.